Let's get into chapter 4, the Laplace transform. For our class, I'm going to cover section 4, 1, 2, 3, and 6. Differentiation and integration, actually it is kind of transform, right? One level to take the derivative. We're changing the function. So going from x to dx. So that is a transform. Same thing for integration as well. When we have the Laplace transform definition going from 0 to positive infinity, that's the unilateral definition. For our class, we're going to use unilateral, always going from 0 to positive infinity. Take Laplace transform, meaning you are given any function respect to t, and we're going to multiply that with e to the negative st, and that'll give us S domain. And the S is actually is the complex number. And we don't have to worry too much about this in this class. Just in case you were wondering what is the S, and I'm telling you now, S equals A plus JB is the complex domain, and that's all you need to know in this class. And we are not going to even expand this S into A plus JB, but you will in the future classes. So let's do this. Let's find the Laplace transform of 1. So basically, we're going to use the definition of the Laplace transform. And we said the definition of the Laplace transform is integral e to the negative st times f of t and dt, and this whatever inside of this guy, or I function that I ask you to transform, we're going to put that in here. So that is basically e to the negative st dt. We said going from 0 to infinity, and that is negative 1 over s e to the negative st, going from 0 to positive infinity, and that is negative 1 over s e to the negative s times infinity minus e to the negative s times 0. That is 1 over s. I'm going to rewrite this guy to take care of the negative power. Then we say 1 over e to the s times infinity, and minus e to the power of 0. So that is negative 1 over s, 0 minus 1, because the denominator, e to the s times infinity, that whole thing is infinity. So 1 over infinity, that's going to be 0. So we have 1 over s. The Laplace transform is the linear transform, meaning if you have like a plus or a minus in the different terms, you can separate them and add or subtract them together. So this is basically the same as Laplace transform of 1 plus Laplace transform of 5t. We already did 1. I'm going to just do Laplace transform of 5t here. Then that is integral 0 to infinity e to the negative st times 5t dt. So this is the integration by parts. So I'm going to let u as a t, and then dv equals e to the negative st dt. So from here, v equals to negative 1 over s e to the negative st, and du equals to dt. So that is uv by t times negative 1 over s e to the negative st, and it's going to go from 0 to positive infinity, and then minus integral 0 to positive infinity v du negative 1 over s e to the negative st dt. I'm going to write one more time, 5 negative t over s e to the negative st, going from 0 to infinity, minus minus plus 1 over s times negative 1 over s e to the negative st, going from 0 to positive infinity. So for this first term, if you plug in infinity here, again, just like what we saw from the previous problem, it's going to be 1 over e to the positive infinity. That'll give us 0. And for the 0, when you multiply to the t, it's going to be 0, the whole thing. Therefore, it's going to be 0. And the second term, we have 5 times negative 1 over s squared. And then when you plug in infinity, it's going to be 0 minus 1. So we have just 5 times 1 over s squared. So this is 1 over s plus 5 over s squared. And this is from previous example. So this guy and this guy. Let's work on this using the definition. Integrals 0 to positive infinity and e to the negative st times the given f of t is e to the power of negative 2t minus 5 dt, and from 0 to infinity e to the negative st times e to the negative 2t times e to the negative 5. And e to the negative 5 is a constant, right? So we can take it to the front, and also we can combine these two guys. Then we have e to the negative 5 integral 0 to infinity e to the negative s plus 2t dt. Then we have e to the negative 5 over negative s plus 2 and e to the negative s plus 2t going from 0 to positive infinity, negative s plus 2. We're going to put this infinity in 0 to t. So for the infinity, e to the negative s plus 2 times infinity minus e to the negative s plus 2 times 0. So the same effect, we have e to the negative 5, negative s plus 2 times 0 minus 1, which is negative 1. So negative 1 and this minus will cancel or give us 1. So we have e to the negative 5 over s plus 2. This is the last problem that we're going to use the definition of the Laplace transform. So for your quiz and exam and the final exams, I ask you to find the Laplace transform of any given function. You can just use the pair. So the second page, very bottom, and the Laplace transform pairs and the equation sheets. So that's something you need to know, and you need to know also how to use them. So from the next problem, we're going to use this pair. So the book gives you this table, and I type them all, this plus some other functions or theorems in the equation sheets. So that's all you need to know. From the equation sheet, we have Laplace transform of 1, just like what we showed you, is 1 over s, right? That means when we have a 5, Laplace transform of 5 is going to be 5 over s. So this is the good time I'm going to remind you, and be careful, because if you write 5 as something like this, you're going to confuse yourself and you're going to confuse me also. I cannot identify which one is 5 and which one is s, right? So you have a 5, something like this. I want you to use lowercase s, but my 5 is always angle, okay, right angle here, versus s is all curve. So I know those are the two different ones, 5 and s. But I want you to be aware of this type of situation. So you end up just multiplying 5 instead of treat that letter or number as s or 5. You're going to confuse. Okay, so make sure you distinguish 5 versus s in your handwriting. So that's that. This guy in the equations is your Laplace transform of e to the at equals 1 over s minus a. Therefore, Laplace transform of e to the, I'm sorry, this should be a, looks like 9. If we have a minus 9t, that is 1 over s minus 9, so it's going to be plus 9. And then we have t squared, and the equation should use c Laplace transform of t to the power of n, that is n factorial over s to the power of n plus 1. Therefore, Laplace transform of t squared is going to be 2 factorial over s 2 plus 1. So our answer for capital F of s, after you take the lowercase f of t, the Laplace transform, now it's going to be capital F of s domain. Basically, we are going from t time domain to s domain. So our answer f of s is going to be 2 over s cubed minus 1 over s plus 9 plus 5 over s. That's our answer. Let's do this. F of t is given as a cosine 5t plus sine 2t. And those are the third line of the Laplace transform pairs from the equation sheets. And we said Laplace transform of sine kt. We have Laplace transform of cosine kt and the sine and cosine. Same denominators, which is s squared plus k squared. And we're going to have a k for sine at the numerator. And we're going to have a s for the cosine. Therefore, when you take the Laplace transform of this, capital F of s, cosine, we said what? Numerator s, and the denominator s squared plus k squared. Where is the k? That's the k. That is 5 squared plus k is 2 this time, then s squared plus 2 squared. So that's it.